in a first-of-its-kind rescue, dispatching an unmanned surface vessel, a drone speedboat, to the waters off the coast of Oman, where the pilots with flotation devices around their necks were waiting for help. The drone boat was guided to the downed pilots, who climbed aboard and were then whisked to another location where a rescue helicopter hovered above and hoisted them off the unmanned boat to safety. Both are in stable condition. That drone boat, operated by the U.S. Fifth Fleet's Task Force 59, the Navy's first drone unit that operates several types of autonomous drones in the waters of the Middle East. But tonight, with the U.S. launching these retaliatory strikes, it is unclear what happens to negotiations with Iran. The president overnight had claimed a deal was imminent.
We could have at least an idea by 1 or 2 days from now, but I think it's going well.
But Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, defiant, appearing to reference the helicopter attack, saying foreign forces in proximity to our territory are at constant risk, adding Iran prefers the language of diplomacy. However, we know how to speak other languages too.
Lindsay, these are...
If you're just joining in, I'm DJ Kadero, alongside my awesome co-host of the Diaspora show. All right, what about... You don't hear anything. Yeah, I can... Might be your mic.
There we go. There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Sometimes you just got to grab a different mic, man. Sometimes you just got to go with it.
Woo! Once again, I'm DJ Kadero. This is the Diaspora Show alongside my awesome co-host CJ, aka Legit. If you're just tuning in, we're in the Diaspora Show news segment, the Diaspora News, where we give you top stories going on in Africa, the Caribbean, and anywhere else that the African diaspora is centered. And we're getting into our first story. U.S. and Iran are launching missiles at each other once again. So how does this affect the global African market and you as the African diaspora? Well, the warning signs we're already seeing. See, global shipping have been disrupted because oil prices have began to spike once again, as if cost of oil is already not high.
Yeah.
So analysts are warning that this will inevitably trigger a rise in food costs across African markets. But it's not just an economic issue, it's a human one, because thousands of African nationals live and work and study in the Mideast, believe it or not. Right now, several governments back home are scrambling, drawing up emergency evacuation plans to bring their citizens out of the conflict zones entirely. What's your thoughts, big dog?
I mean, you heard him at the end of it. We speak different languages too, man.
Listen, that Iranian official said, yeah, we speak diplomacy, but we also speak other languages.
And if y'all would have heard me and Kadero's conversation before we got on air, Kadero know how I am. You can't keep messing with people, man, and doing certain things. If we're going to come to the drawing board, let's come to the drawing board, but everything needs to be put out on the table.
Very, very interesting. I thought this war was going to end.
How long this war been going on, man?
It was launched in February of this year.
Yeah, I'm talking about how long has this war really been going on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. Israel and Iran have been fighting since, I think Netanyahu stated first that under him, Iran would never get nuclear power in the 90s.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's been going on forever. So this is just one of those things we just not going to ever get along. So we need to figure out how we can just
coexist.
Oh,
Well, let's see if that is actually practical. In the chat, Lita says, Saturday, CJ, was such a blast. I can't wait to come back with my co-host, Saved but Still. Okay, all right. And then his favorite Fupa for real says, like, for real, huh? Lita says, they just be lying. We already know, in reference to me saying, didn't we get told by this current administration that the Iranian Defense Force was decimated? Huh? All right, let's get into our second story. All right, so yesterday, CJ, before I bring the second story, yesterday I brought up that a decorated and honored referee of Somali nationality was supposed to come and be the first Somali referee in the World Cup to officiate the World Cup final that's going to happen in New York in July.
And what happened?
So all the referees for the World Cup, their base is in Miami, Florida.
Okay.
Because the World Cup, for those that don't know, is held in North America across 3 countries, United States, Canada, and Mexico. And all the officiating referees for the FIFA World Cup 2026, their base is Miami, Florida. Awesome.
That's fire.
That is fire. Well,
That part is fire.
that part is
Until
fire.
you come with this news.
So he flew in from Turkey.
Okay.
By the way, this is, again, a decorated. In 2025, he was awarded Referee of the Year.
Oh, okay. So he's him.
Listen, his name is Omar Artan.
Omar Artan.
Yes.
Shout out to Omar.
Man, Omar not only was decorated last year as Referee of the Year, but also he had, just like any of the other teams, players, coaching staff, you name it, they always get their visa to another country months, maybe even a year in advance.
Okay.
Omar Artan got his visa from a U.S. embassy a year ago.
Okay. I'm
So
listening.
he had his visa a year ago, and not just a visa for 30 days, a stay visa, meaning that, like, hey, it just continues to
Just
accumulate.
keep coming back and forth.
Keep coming back and forth. And also, not only that, this is the biggest thing, he holds a diplomatic passport.
So you can So
Listen, this guy's got free reign to reign around the entire globe, man. A diplomatic passport. For those that don't understand what a diplomatic passport, that means as a diplomat on a business level, you're representing your country.
that's fine. But something is still going wrong, and you're building up this anticipation. Spit it out.
He arrived in Miami International Airport, and U.S. Customs and Border Patrol,
They denied him.
they said, hey, come and take a walk with us in this interrogation room. And they asked him stupid questions. First, who are you? And he probably said, can you Google me? Literally. Like, I'm a
Right.
person. You know, when people say that on street interviews, like, this is the guy that can really say it. Can you Google who I am? Look at my diplomatic passport, and that should tell you.
That should tell you everything.
Okay? And look at my luggage. It says FIFA World Cup on the duffel bag. That should also ring. No, you can't sell this in Target.
Right.
Amazon cannot sell you this. And they said, yeah, what are you here for? And they questioned him for not 30 minutes, CJ.
2 hours,
Not 2 hours.
6 hours.
11 hours.
That's crazy.
And then guess what? They denied him, and then they sent him back to Turkey.
Wow. And what's the pushback? What's the fight?
You're about to find out. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into the chat. Wizard is in the chat. Wizard, what's going on? You are somebody that has been new to DJ Mr. Soul Show. And they're still trying to figure out who you are. To be honest, I like the anonymity. So if you want to be anonymous, that's fine, Wizard. What's up? Welcome to the Diaspora Show, Wizard. Fupa greets Wizard, and Wizard's like, hey, baby. I hope you're a woman, because if you're not, I respect whatever lifestyle that you live. But I don't live that lifestyle if you're not a woman. I don't. But if you do, I respect it. I do respect it.
Go to the next topic before you get yourself in trouble.
All right. So let's go to sports and politics. So the capital of Somalia is Mogadishu. And Mogadishu erupted in celebration today to welcome home one of the finest sports officials in modern sports today. FIFA referee Omar Artan arrived back in Somalia to a massive hero's welcome, covered in flowers and greeted by cheering crowds. The celebration is fueled because of heavy frustration. Artan was supposed to be in North America right now, making history as the first referee of Somali nationality and origin to officiate
The World Cup.
the World Cup final.
Fine.
And despite holding a valid U.S. visa that he was granted a year ago, despite holding a diplomatic passport, U.S. Border Customs in Miami International Airport stopped him and denied him entry based on what they called vetting concerns. For more on this entire story and also his homecoming and how he was celebrated back home, we're going to watch it with our eyes. You guys are going to listen to it. Let's go to our affiliate, Al Jazeera. What up?
In Mogadishu, thousands turned out to welcome home a man many consider a national hero. Referee Omar Artan returned to Somalia after being denied entry to the United States, where he'd been due to officiate at the World Cup. The 2025 African Referee of the Year was set to become the first Somali official to work at football's biggest tournament.
What happened has happened, and it is fate. FIFA has supported me well, and they have been following my journey closely up till now. I promise you that in the upcoming matches, I will go further and leave a positive mark. Somalia is ours.
Okay. So where were we?
We back?
Yes. We have to make sure that we get this, because this is going to have to be the last news story. And then we won't have a music break just because you have a time crunch,
right,
CJ. But here on the Diaspora News, we give you guys the top stories going on in Africa, the Caribbean, and anywhere else that the African diaspora is centered. Our second and final story of the day deals with the Somali referee that was denied access into the United States. Wizard, what's up, gang? Wizard, I want to know who you are. Anyways, and so he got pretty much a presidential homecoming welcome when he stepped back into Somalia. We, meaning me and CJ, will be able to watch it. You guys will be listening to it. Let's try this again.
In Mogadishu, thousands turned out to welcome home a man many consider a national hero. Referee Omar Artan returned to Somalia after being denied entry to the United States, where he'd been due to officiate at the World Cup. The 2025 African Referee of the Year was set to become the first Somali official to work at football's biggest tournament.
What happened has happened, and it is fate. FIFA has supported me well, and they have been following my journey closely up till now. I promise you that in the upcoming matches, I will go further and leave a positive mark. Somalia is ours, whether things are good or bad. I want to tell our youth not to lose hope in our country. That flag is ours.
The decision has sparked anger and disappointment across Somalia. At this Mogadishu football match, players and supporters displayed photographs of Artan and condemned the move.
My brother, Omar Artan, you are a good referee. I encourage you not to lose hope. Life brings many challenges.
It would have been the first time he was participating in the World Cup. We are saddened by the way he was discriminated against, and we strongly condemn this act.
He is a well-known football referee across Africa and Asia, but has been sent back from the US, which we consider to be discrimination.
Before leaving for the United States, Artan spoke to Al Jazeera about what the opportunity meant to him.
The World Cup is the biggest competition in the world, so I'm very much excited, and for me it's an honor to be the first Somali to go there, and I hope I will do fantastic there.
Many believe Artan has already achieved something historic. A pioneer for Somali football, whose World Cup journey ended before the tournament began, but who has already inspired a generation. David Stokes, Al Jazeera.
Once again, if you're just tuning back in, thank you guys. Welcome back. Thank you for your patience. I'm DJ Kadero alongside my awesome co-host of the Diaspora Show on 87.9 The Culture, where hip-hop and R&B lives. CJ, a.k.a. Legit, is that guy.
What up, what up?
And this is the Diaspora News segment, where we give you guys the top stories going on in Africa, the Caribbean, and anywhere else that the African diaspora is centered. Our second and final story of the Diaspora News is our historic, I mean, he's going to be historic now, decorated referee for FIFA, Omar Artan, was denied entry into the United States this week, and he was welcomed back home to a president's welcome, pretty much. What's your thoughts on this entire thing?
I mean, I think our administration should step up and fix it. Like, I'm so sick of things that are so easy to fix, but we focus on other things that just make no sense. This is something that should have been handled right then and there. Phone calls should have been made. He should have been able to stay. And even if you do send him back, why isn't there something fighting to get him back here to do what's right and not to stand on what's wrong? It's BS.
They said that the moment that the Somali embassy was alerted that their official referee was being held by U.S. Customs for interrogation, diplomats were working immediately with U.S. diplomats.
And whoever was there had so much of a chip on their shoulder, if you want to call it that for lackluster words.
Yeah.
That you're just going to keep fighting and hold that man for 11 hours. Somebody that's a decorated
Referee of the year. For
Referee of the year is wild, man.
2025.
So definitely disrespectful. Whoever it was, shame on you. I hope they go ahead and exploit your face all over social media like they do everybody else that mess up. It probably won't happen, but we got to do better.
Imagine 11 hours, right?
Oh, man, I would have went off. He got a lot more patience than me.
Yesterday I said on the show, you know, this is the reason why Gen Z, young millennials, are sick and tired of job applications. Because it's pretty much the same parallel. I know somebody that went through 4 rounds of interviews just to get told no in an email.
Yeah, but you can't even give me a phone call or, yeah.
And the email came at like 11:30 at night. So clearly when nobody from HR was working.
Right. With jobs, that's a little different because if the pool is that big, so I get what people were saying. I get why they're upset, but I think that's always been a fight for certain jobs.
Yeah.
You know, but for something like this, he's not applying for anything. Y'all want him to come.
Exactly.
You want him here.
Good.
You know what I mean?
He's not applying for anything because he had the visa already.
He had the visa already. No, that part, but I'm saying you guys want him here to referee the game.
Yeah.
Like, this is a worldwide thing. This isn't just something that's like, oh, hey, come apply to be a referee here. You're already the referee, including that you already have your visa and you already have every other credential that you need. So, nah, it's just BS.
Imagine 11 hours to get told no.
Oh, man, after the first hour, I was like, hey, just send me home.
Just send me home. What are we talking about?
Yeah, like, I'm not doing this. I'll go home. I don't want to be here really anyway, if I'm being honest with you. I'm only here to ref. I'd rather be with my people. So, no, that's messed up, dog.
Auntie Tracy enters in the chat. What's up, Auntie Tracy? Auntie Tracy says, hey, CJ.
What up, what up? How you doing?
For those that don't know. All right. DJ Mr. Soul says, remember, this administration thinks their country is a S-H-I-T whole country, meaning Somalia is a S-H-I-T whole country. It's really interesting, right? This administration will claim other countries are S-H-I-T, right? Okay. You know,
I'm going to teach you pig Latin like my auntie taught me.
Okay.
Ish-A. You can say Ish-A instead of
Ish-A.
Yeah, there you go.
So...
all the black moms in the chat, if you know pig Latin, go ahead and say something for me real quick. All right, go ahead, Kadero. That's an inside joke. I'll tell you later.
I appreciate it. I'm learning things every Wednesday, guys. And again, that's CJ, aka legit.
Some
my
more
awesome,
culture for you, dog.
My awesome co-host. DJ Mr. Soul also adds that this is a plain white man racism. It's racism and it's stupid because you're this administration should know that, yes, the NBA Finals are big. Yes, the Super Bowl's big. The biggest sporting event in the world that happens...
It's football, not football.
It's football. Because this happens every 4 years, and unlike the Super Bowl, unlike the NBA Finals, which are great, even the World Series for MLB is great.
It's nothing like this, though.
Man, listen, everybody gets to represent their own country.
And it's not just because you have the Olympics. This is something that's done by themselves. This is FIFA.
Man, listen.
I get it, man. And I'm not even a soccer, football fan. You know what I mean? Not yet. I mean, I'm a fan, but it's just, you know, I like what I played.
Yeah.
But I also understand there's levels to this. Like, the most popular soccer player is way more popular than LeBron. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, I understand that from a worldwide view.
Man,
so I get it.
Mr. Soul also adds in. Oh my God! Can you help me see this?
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
The 11 hours was waiting for someone from Orange Boy to say yes, yes or no. Hey, speaking of him, did you see him at the last?
One more chat from DJ Mr. Soul. If it wasn't for certain white men ideology, there would be no racism as we have it today.
That's facts too. That's facts.
This is, man, there's so much to say here. Speaking of the Orange Boy, Mr. 45th and 47th, he made an appearance at Game 3.
He's the reason they lost.
For those that don't know what we're referencing, and again, if you're just tuning in, I'm DJ Kadero alongside my awesome co-host on the Diaspora show, CJ, a.k.a. Legit.
Forgot my name.
No, I'm more just trying to, recollect, why Game 3 of the NBA Finals went the way that it did, and a lot of people, including Stephen A. Smith, believe that
it's because of Trump.
The New York Knicks lost to the San Antonio Spurs because the 47th and 45th president of the
Well, ain't
United
that their
States.
mascot anyway? You get it? You see what I just put together?
Boo. For those that don't know,
The orange man, because orange and blue, the New York Knicks.
CJ is going
Rapper
for the
brain.
CJ is going for the San Antonio Spurs, and we have a bet, and I'm going for the New York Knicks.
Yep.
Could it have effect? I don't know. I think that to be honest, I think a lot of the effect, right, had on the gameplay. But just like anything else, home court really has, in football, it's the 11th man. In basketball, it's the 6th man, right?
Right.
That's not on the bench. It's in the stands. The prices for Madison Square Garden tickets for these NBA finals are historic as well.
They are.
Because of how high they are.
But it was still packed.
But what people are saying is that, are these real New Yorkers or are these transplants that can afford these tickets?
I can see what you're saying there.
Nosebleed seats were starting at $6,000.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's wild. And
StubHub.
if you don't have your normal fans that's there to get real loud, yell, throw stuff. I mean, all the real fans was outside. You see them beating people up? I was like, yeah, I'm definitely. That seemed like a Raiders game. I was like, that's crazy.
Come on.
They beat my dog. He was the only Spur there. He got against the wall, though, and did his thing.
Mr. Soul, he has some comments. Can you help me scroll up, man? This is the conversation that he seems to really like.
Yeah. The players should not play until that referee gets to ref. I agree with that. And Stank Butt fell asleep at the game.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
I've been seeing that.
Yeah, he fell asleep. Hey, man, even off that, he's a nuisance. We know he's a nuisance. And this is what I tell everybody. He voted. He's voted in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's do what we can. Let's push through these next 3 years. If it's anything that he's doing that we can take advantage of, because none of it's for us, but if we can take advantage of any of his policies to be able to get to our next step, so when the next person does come in, we're established in any way. Right now, let's find a way to maneuver through it, because there's nothing else we can do. He's there. You know what I mean? We can keep fighting for what we got inside our local government and stuff like that, and local politics. We can always do that. But as far as the President of the United States, enough people didn't go vote, or enough people that voted felt like he should have been in, and that's who we chose. So I don't like him at all. I hate the guy. I'm known for saying it. I can't stand him.
Yeah.
Everybody at work knows how I feel, but how long we going to complain for if we wasting breath?
You know, this goes back to, I know we only have a limited time with you, CJ, but I mean, I gotta say it. You know,
Go ahead.
Nebraska did induct him as the first black person in the Nebraska Hall of Fame. You know, Malcolm X, when he was alive, he started and he championed for an all-black political party in the United States to be an alternative, because he did not like, at the time, the Democratic Party, because it was just like today, the black people's default, right, for political party. And no offense to the Democratic Party. I have nothing really against the Democratic. But he said, instead of every 4 years the Democratic Party coming to us and pretty much fishing for votes, we should have an all-black political party, because who else knows us better than us?
I agree with that, but then you also do the thing where it's kind of like when we have 4 black people going for mayor, right?
Okay.
So let's just put it this way.
Yeah.
How many votes are we splitting now? So now you're telling people to go start a whole nother party, keep the Democratic Party, and whoever's loyal to that Democratic Party already, usually your loyalty stays there. And if we just go build a only black party, how many votes are we losing that's part of the Democrat that's not black? We got to play a numbers game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I think the biggest problem is, as a people, as a culture, if we're all going to be Democratic, whether we all agree or not, we all need to get on the same page, because that's what mostly every other race does for the most part. They get on the same page, and whether you like it or not, they're one team, they're one force, and that's how they're able to bulldoze when it comes to, like, the United States of America, right? So I just feel like whatever we're going to do, we need to just figure out and get on the same page. Who tearing me up?
Soul says, easy with that, he was voted in talk.
Facts. Hey, look, I don't like him. Whatever we did, he's there. Like, I can't stand the guy. I want him out of there. But he's there.
He put that in all caps.
Because I agree with him. I think it was some shady stuff, too. But at the end of the day, we got 3 more years with him?
This chat is going crazy. I need you to
help me. You need me to scroll down?
Please help me catch up with this chat. Okay. Soul says, I see CJ hasn't seen the evidence that he didn't win. The millions of votes that were taken off. Okay.
No, I agree with that. What I'm saying is he's there, though. All that voting stuff, I never believed in how politics work anyway. I think it's all funny business. You know what I mean?
It is interesting because, you know, Fannie Lou Hamer, right, of Mississippi, and Edgar, you guys know who I'm referencing, right, of also Mississippi. They worked hard and were nearly tormented majority of like their adult life for pushing to register black voters.
Correct.
So I get the idea that like, hey, do votes really matter? If it didn't, I don't necessarily know if people would be tormented to get people to register to vote. Does that make sense?
No, I get what you're saying.
Right?
I definitely feel you. But I agree with what Soul's saying right now. I don't think those votes were legit.
Yeah.
No pun intended. But what I'm saying is, how do we get him out? If there's no way to get him out, he's done everything you can do to be impeached.
Yeah.
What do we do?
He might be the first president to be impeached 3 times.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's still there, and he's still be able to move freely. And the more you keep poking somebody like that without a game plan, we got a game plan to get him out, and it's a way. I'm all down. Let's get together and let's do it, right? But how much can we keep talking about something and then we really don't have any change coming around it? I'm all down for the conversation, but what are we gonna do to fix the problem? And he's there. I hate the dude. Look, everybody knows how I feel. I've never liked Trump.
His Fupa for Real asked, how can you start a political party, when black votes don't already show up to vote now?
See what I'm saying? All we would do is we would spread them apart.
Do you think that people don't show up now because they have that ideology that's like, why it doesn't matter anyways?
No, I think just as a culture, I think we have a lot of people that are just okay with where life is right now. You know what I mean? And to go start another party, all you would do is the votes that we're already getting, you would split those in half. So now we're losing by bigger numbers. Our biggest thing right now is getting our community to go out and vote. However we gonna figure it out, because whatever we're doing, it hasn't worked still. You know what I mean? But however we're gonna get our party to go vote how it is right now is what we need to do. To go start something new and we can't even figure out what we already got is crazy.
They're not liking you in the chat today.
Oh, that's okay. Look.
Okay. Fupa for Real says, I'm over here pulling my hair out. She says Edgar Meavers is his name. Sorry, rest in peace to Edgar Meavers. Also, big shout out to Fannie Lou. DJ Mr. Soul says that CJ talk sounds like.
I think so. I think so. Think I'm on the other side. I'm on his side on this.
Sounds like porch. Fupa says votes effing matter in all caps.
They do matter.
Okay.
I think that's what we were saying, right? I think everything's misconstrued right now, right?
Yeah,
so when we're talking about, we're saying votes matter, and I do think votes matter. I'm big on that. Because of Trump, he's the first person to make me get out my seat and actually go vote. Every time that Trump's ran, I went and voted against him.
Good.
Let me say that right now.
All right.
So I do believe votes matter.
Okay.
But on one hand, we're saying votes matter.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, we're saying that how did he win if all those votes didn't even count and he's still there? You see what I'm saying? We're saying millions of votes didn't even count. So I think the two conversations are getting mixed up right now. Votes matter. We know that. We need to get more black people out to vote for the Democratic Party. We don't need to go start another party. Let's get that conversation out the way.
Yeah.
Now, when we come to Trump and we're talking about how he shouldn't even be there, I agree with that. My point on that is he's already there, so what do we do now?
You know what? Since we're on camera, I want to point. I want to do this because I've been waiting to do this. Right. During this last presidential election between, well, it was supposed to be Biden, but the Democratic Party said, yeah, nah. They said,
and
nah.
that hurt us too, man. Like
on a Sunday, he announced he's not running, right? So Kamala took his place, right? We didn't have a Democratic primary, right, to vote. Anyways.
Facts.
I say all that to say, like, there were a lot of black, what they would call social commentaries, right? That said, why should black votes continue to remain in the Democratic Party? Should we venture and move on to the right? My question, or my invitation, I don't think Soul's gonna like this, but I'm gonna do it, right? My invitation, let me silence this music, right? And you're not a part of this.
Parts of this, whatever he about to do.
Right. Antoine Daniels, you've been heavy with saying why should black votes stay in the Democratic Party. Antoine Daniels, when you watch this, and I know this is going to get to you some way, somehow, you're invited to come to Omaha, Nebraska. I have to ask you so many questions, and we'll treat you as a guest. We'll show you what the best of North Omaha has to offer. You're out here based out of Detroit, Michigan, Antoine Daniels, you've been heavy on this. Why should black votes stay? And you call it a Democratic. I'm just going to say P word because I think it's going to be pretty extreme on what he calls it, right? Okay. We have so many questions. Me, DJ Kadero, I have so many questions on why you think black votes should just go ahead and go to the conservative party. You're invited to Omaha, Nebraska, especially here at 879. The culture.
Gonna kill you.
I think so. but why I'm inviting Antoine Daniels and the likes of him, right, is because it's either we just have this thing for the next few election cycles where there are influential black people that are saying, why should you, because
anybody that's influential saying that you should go to the Republican Party, they're usually a plant. If you look at the people that's saying stuff like that, look at their morals.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People that can go and follow somebody that's sitting there down in your culture, down in everything that you're about. Do you really want to go follow that person over to a whole nother party that don't even love themselves when they look in the mirror? That don't make no sense to me.
Now, you know what Antoine Daniels' rhetoric is, and the likes of him? He says that black people historically voted Republican.
Yeah, well, where are we at right now?
And he says that majority of black Christians, right, who are majority of the black population, right, have conservative values.
But just because you have conservative values doesn't mean that you agree with everything that the right is saying. I mean, it's bad. It's bad on both sides. I don't think people understand that. It's bad on both sides, but which side is worse?
Bad on the Democratic side?
I mean, there's bad everywhere. You know what I mean? Okay. That's what I'm saying. But on the Republican side, everything that they've stood up for has been bad going towards us. Name one thing that they've done over there that's positive for our people.
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
You wouldn't be able to tell me, right?
No.
So that's why I'm saying going to start a whole nother party wouldn't make no sense. If the one party we got right now, we can't get everybody out to go vote. So my biggest thing is I'm saying on the Democratic side, our goal should still be getting more people to go out and vote so we don't have to deal with those issues. Now, when Sol brought up the whole point of those votes not counting and stuff like that,
yeah.
I have no idea. I'm not in that system to do that. The only thing I can say is even when we caught him, he won't go away. He's like a bad sword. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I agree with anything from the right side. I'm not saying that votes don't matter. I'm saying that how do we get him out? And even the people that's tried to get him out, it's been staged. You see what happens with them. You shoot the top of his ear off or something. You see what I'm saying? Everything that you do to try to get it seems like a play for him to get more powerful right now.
So Fupa for real says he was elected because he won the electoral votes of 270 or the majority of that. DJ Mr. Soul says somebody play a porno right now.
Soul's going crazy.
I don't know why he said that.
I don't know why he said that either. I don't want no parts. I'll push my meeting back, so we got another tidbit.
Good,
Go
thank
ahead.
you.
Yes.
Okay, Fupa says, let me just ask, when was the last time either of you volunteered for a candidate or hosted a voter registration in our community? Well, Fupa, just to answer you, I was working for Maurice Jones's campaign team. So that's the last time, and I
actually helped with Maurice Jones too.
Look at that! Look at that!
Yeah, I did.
For Omaha City Council, and then Fupa says you can talk the talk, but if you can't walk the walk, I'm good. I mean, Fupa, again, you're talking to individuals that.
No, I'm on your side.
Yeah.
I don't think I agree with everything she says. My biggest thing is when you brought up starting a whole nother party for just blacks and going away from the Democratic. I think that's stupid. That's just my point.
Again, this wasn't my idea.
No, not your. I'm just saying when it was brought up. I wanted to get that out of there because, like I said, it's the same thing when we have so many people run at once and we don't have enough people to vote for all of those people. So now all our votes are split.
What do you say to the people that are like, till I die, are we just going to have two political parties that I might not 100% agree with either side?
To that I say, until we get the one that we got right now, like until everybody got to get on the same page. That's the only way you fix things.
Yeah.
So I'll bring it. I don't know if it was me or you talked about this. In the Hispanic household, when do you ever really see people just getting kicked out of the house? They usually stay there together and they build, right?
Yeah.
So you keep just building on, and everybody's part of the same plan. So if the goal is to own this house and to build 3 houses behind this house, we're all going to stay here until all those houses are built. You following me? So if majority is supporting the Democratic Party right now, what I'm saying is the majority of us should get all of us to go support the Democratic Party so we can start making changes because we're already there. Why take half of us, move them to another party, Then we already got another quarter of them going to the Republic. So we're just going to be spread out everywhere, and we'll never get our votes in.
That's good. Great point.
You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say. I think everybody's confused in the chat. I think everybody's emotions are getting mixed in.
Well, because politics is
it's
relevant.
emotion. That's why I don't talk politics.
It's not. But it's emotional because it's tied to things, right? It's tied to
real life.
It's tied to resources. It's relevant, right?
Yeah.
It's not just It's not just subjective. It's objective, right? Because literally the political party that you align yourself with can mean the difference into like what happens to you, right?
Fact.
Like, for instance, how many jobs were lost because of this administration towards the black community?
Do you see why I'm saying nobody should be going over there to be be a Republican right now, to go to the black community? It makes no sense.
How many people in the Caribbean have died because of they were just suspected to be on drug boats, but they were just fishermen?
Facts.
How a Somali referee was denied access to
That's what started this conversation.
I mean,
you did this.
No, because it's relevant.
No, I agree with you.
It's relevant. So let's go to the chat. This chat is going crazy. Okay, Mr. Soul says, I don't agree with everything either side does. Oh, he might agree with you, huh? Huh? All right.
Oh, wait, we gotta go up.
DJ Mr. Soul is, Kadero is a white nationalist.
On the diaspora. You got a white nationalist talk about the diaspora news.
This is insane. Okay, Fupa says, no emotions over here. This is what I do every day. I get people elected, work on both presidential campaigns, 2020, 2024 as a senior advisor.
Oh, no, I don't mean I mean, everybody's emotions are tied because it's something it's real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Politics, religion, anything like that, to me, is always going to give an emotional response because we're human.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're emotional in a bad way. I think this is something you should be emotional about. But I think that's what causes everybody not to hear what other people are saying, or maybe people are saying it wrong. It could be one or the other. But I think everybody has the same goal. I think everybody in this room and in the chat has the same goal. I just think everybody's saying it a different way.
I can't even keep up with this chat. Okay, give me a moment here. Okay, when was the last time? Mr. Soul says, it's obvious that the Antoine Daniels guy doesn't know the Southern Democrats went on the Republican side to keep slavery. The system changed and ideas were the same party name changed, okay? Auntie Tracy says, I don't have a lot of faith in quote-unquote society, let alone politics right now.
Facts.
Fupa, man, this chat is going crazy. Fupa says, hopefully we can get y'all involved again because we do have a huge election.
Oh, reach out. I'll always help. I would love to.
Yeah, especially if Maurice. I like Maurice and I like his politics.
I mean, my biggest thing is, so I really didn't start getting back into it because when I was back in LA, I was big into it, right? But when I moved here, not knowing all the policies, not knowing everybody, so when I met Maurice was the first person that reached out to me that was like, hey, this is what I got going on and stuff like that. That's why I didn't mind helping him out.
Just the fact that DEI is illegal right now,
it's crazy,
should make you realize, at least, right? If you're a black person that loves, right, seeing people get to where they need to get where they worked to get.
Yeah, not because it's never handed.
Bro,
let me say that.
Yeah.
And this isn't. I'm trying to say this in the most correct way, so
Go
I don't
ahead,
get my.
man.
Well, no, it's not about anybody in the chat. We're all family, all friends. We cool in the chat. I'm not worried about that. This is for my job at the fire department. I was number 9 out of 1,700 people on a written list, on an academic score that I had to achieve. Number 9 on the list, right? And I was still treated the same as if I was if I was 1,700 once I walked in there.
Or even 1,699.
Or even if I wasn't even in there, right? These jobs and places weren't meant for us. So it's not like we're not doing the work. So when people say, because I have this argument with firemen all the time, oh, you guys need that to make sure you can get a job where you just don't work for it. You guys just get placed with affirmative action. You guys need that. But I beat 1,600 of your nephews, of your brothers, of your cousins on a job I never even wanted. It was my first time ever looking at the fire department, and I aced the test and got through all the hurdles that you guys put in my way. So it's not affirmative action. It's just hardworking people are hardworking people, and whoever's going to get there is going to get there. But because of the laws and the things that you guys have set in place in your companies, we got to have something that at least something to fight for us. right? So once they took that away, I can tell you in one of these last classes, they had one black person in the class, one woman in the class. There's 30 people, 2 Hispanics. 25 or 26 people were Caucasian in that class after they took away all the stuff that they say is unfair.
All the stuff that I say is DI.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that right there should show you that, hey, Republicans aren't for us. And there's only one other side. And to go start another side for the 3rd time would dismantle the side that we're already on as far as being Democratic, right? So with everything that they're saying in the chat, with everything that we're saying is here, I think everybody's saying the same thing. We all just got to get on the same page. And we have too many outside voices that aren't even for us that kind of controls the narrative of social media right now. Yeah. So instead of arguing back and forth, how do we get everybody to get on the same page? And I know that's a fight that everybody in the chat has probably been fighting before I was here. Like, I want to give them their credit. Like, you know what I mean? I know everybody's been fighting that fight, but it's still the same fight. We got to get the fight done. And until we get us all on the same page, nothing's going to matter. And I got to get out of here, man. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and let Kadero deal with the chat. I love all y'all. Hey, it's your boy Legit. What, you got one more for me?
No, you need to first, I mean, again, how can people reach out to you? And then where can people find you?
All right, if y'all want to find me, it's Legit on, of course, all social media platforms. My personal page, you can find me at Charles C.J. Miller for any, like, community events, helping with the kids. You know, that's our biggest focus. On Saturdays, you can tune in to 879 The Culture from 3 to 6 p.m. with Let Me Talk Productions with me, my dog Rose, and the Phenom young DJ Breezy Bree. This weekend we got a special guest. We got Just B popping up here. And believe it or not, that is an episode that you guys want to tune into. If you're talking about somebody that's always speaking on the politics and speaking up for the community, Just B is one of those people. He's not just a great R&B singer, but he's an activist in his own right. So make sure y'all tap in this Saturday, man.
Look at that. Look at that.
Sorry, so. Sorry, my favorite Fupa. I think my message came across wrong, but I agree with you guys. You guys have a great day.
No, speak your truth. That was CJ, a.k.a. Legit, my awesome co-host here on I'm a Piano Wednesdays on the Diaspora Show on 87.9 The Culture, where hip-hop and R&B lives. What we're going to do is we're going to take a music break because before I get into the African proverb of the day, we need to reset, guys. Huh? We need to reset. If it was just me, and this is because CJ's, because of your advice. So we're going to go ahead and get into a music break, just one song. Have you guys, what they like to say, cleanse your palate, huh? It's I'm a Piano Wednesdays. We'll be back, and then we'll give you guys the African proverb of the day, and then we'll get into the music, huh? I'm DJ Kadero. This is 87.9 The Culture. It's Wednesday, June 10th, 2026. We'll be right back.